How did the Timberwolves go from being down with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter to having a 26-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter? They exploited the Lakers' biggest weakness. Let's break it down. The Lakers' biggest weakness is their lack of size. This is the advantage the Timberwolves have, obviously, with Rudy Gobert, who's a 7-footer, Julius Randle, who's a big athlete, Naz Reid coming off the bench as well. Whereas the Lakers' bigs, well, where were they? Jackson Hayes played 8 minutes in the entirety of this game. They went super small for this matchup, and this is why that didn't work. The playoffs are about finding a pressure point and applying the pressure. And for the Timberwolves, they found that they can get easy drives to the hoop on Austin Reeves and force the defense to collapse. So let's have a look at this play here. So in this play, Jaden McDaniels catches the ball in the corner. He's guarded by Austin Reeves, but there is no shot blocker in the paint. The low man, the help defender on the weak side, is Gabe Vincent. He ain't blocking those shots. So the Lakers have to play defense by committee. So as Jaden McDaniels begins his drive, this pulls LeBron and Vanderbilt down to try and help him. So what that does is, as the defense has done that, it's left shooters like Julius Randle wide open. Jaden McDaniels recognizes that he has a mismatch and he can shoot over the top of Austin Reeves because he's damn near the tallest player on the court right now. So he has the turnaround fader and it's a beautiful shot. You can see this once again. He's got Austin Reeves matched up on him. A little screen roll action with Naz Reid. He's going to set the screen and then roll to the hoop. And because the Lakers are so worried about the big players of the Timberwolves going to the hoop, LeBron and Austin Reeves stay attached to Naz Reid, leaving Jaden McDaniels with another easy pull-up. This is a wide open shot that he can hit in practice. It's easy money. He doesn't get it to go, but the advantage of having a bigger team is the offensive rebounding. And Jaden McDaniels does a great job coming up with the offensive board, putting the ball straight back into the hoop. Speaking of offensive rebounding, even when the Timberwolves generated bad shots like this one, where Julius Randle just decides to shoot a 3 over LeBron James, Jaden McDaniels is down there in the paint, ready to grab the offensive rebound and go straight back up with it over the smaller Lakers defenders. Timberwolves did a great job in this one of moving the basketball. As you can see, Jaden McDaniels in the corner. He could shoot this one, but instead he can see the defender closing out to him. He can see an open Anthony Edwards on the wing. He hits Ant-Man. Rui comes out. He does a good job of rotating, getting out to the shooter, but that means Julius Randle is open. Julius Randle, he could shoot that, but Luka's going to have to close out hard to prevent that shot. As he does that, he hits a pump fake, drives by Luka Doncic, and because Rudy Gobert is down here in the dunker spot, okay, LeBron James can't fully step up to Julius Randle, otherwise this is going to be a lob pass over the top to Rudy Gobert. So he has to kind of stay with Rudy, leaving a wide open floater for Julius Randle. This is what happens when you don't have the correct personnel on the court to match up with the size of the Timberwolves. And because Julius Randle is completely wide open to shoot this floater, even though it misses, Rudy Gobert is in here for rebounding position, but Julius gets his own rebound completely uninterrupted and goes back up with it. Whenever the Timberwolves would drive to the hoop, the Lakers defense would collapse. They were essentially playing boxes and elbows. Boxes and elbows, you got the 2 elbows here, 1 here, and then the boxes, you got 2 guys in the paint, right? So their whole team is essentially going to be in the paint in these possessions. So drive to the hoop, dump off pass to Randle in the dunker spot. He fumbles the catch. All right, now he's matched up. One-on-one with LeBron James. You like this matchup. If you're the Lakers, you can live with this matchup one-on-one. Jared Vanderbilt, though, decides that he wants to come and help, leaving one of the best shooters off the bench in the NBA, Naz Reid, wide open. He's wide open here. He's got all the time in the world to catch, shoot, and look at that. This is insane by Naz Reid, how quick he can get a shot off. Because the ball is here, right? It's not even the top of the arc, and he's not even holding his follow-through. He just let it fly, and it's cash money. Naz Reid was on fire in this game. So on this possession, the Lakers tried to zone up. They tried to hit a little 2-3 zone. Anthony Edwards is going to break the zone by driving through. He tries to drive to the paint. As he does that, Rudy Gobert is down here in the dunker spot, okay? Which means when Finney Smith has to come up to try and contest this because there's no shot blocker, Luka Doncic can't be out here helping on Naz Reid. He's got to be wary of that pass there to Rudy Gobert, leaving Naz Reid wide open in the corner. Even though Ant takes the shot himself, wasn't the best decision. However, he gets the offensive rebound as we spoke about earlier. Naz Reid still wide open, miles of space, knocks it down. This time it's going to be Julius Randle driving to the hoop. Okay, as he drives downhill, he's going to blow by Luka Doncic, and then Rui Hachimura is going to be forced to step up and play help, leaving one pass away the wide open Naz Reid in the corner again. Look at that. Because they can't trust Luka to hold his own on the perimeter, the help man has to come across, leaving the shooter wide open in the corner, and it's another easy bucket for the Timberwolves. Okay, once again, going at Luka Doncic, Ant-Man drives to the paint, and he's garnered the attention of 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders, all looking at Anthony Edwards. because Naz Reid has set a screen up here, Austin Reeves got caught on it. That means DiVincenzo is going to be open in the corner, and Julius Randle is going to be open in this corner, and you're going to have the pass in the dunker spot here. He's generated so much gravity and so much attention just by his drive. He pings the pass out to Julius Randle in the corner, and he knocks it down. The Timberwolves are generating easy looks in this one. Okay, we go again. Anthony Edwards drives to the hoop. Because he's blown by Austin Reeves, who we talked about being a weakness on the defensive end on the perimeter, Luka Doncic steps across to help. Even though Jackson Hayes is on the floor, he's out of position. He's hustling back. But what's this lead to? A wide open shooter in the corner. Jaden McDaniels, another one. And then the biggest thing that the Timberwolves did on this, they really pushed the pace. They were getting out there in transition, whether it was off steals, off turnovers, off blocks, or whether it was just off misses from the Lakers. They got out there and they ran the floor. But here's what's interesting about that, okay? Because Hachimura misses it, Jackson Hayes bats the ball away, Timberwolves come away with the possession. You've got a 3-on-1 fast break here, okay? And, you know, the old heads and even myself, go get the layup. However, because they've spaced the floor with Mike Conley, I think it's like a 38% corner shooter. They've spaced the floor. Mike Conley's got the ball in the corner. He's going to let it fly. I can live with this. Why? Because Julius Randle is here for the offensive rebound if he misses, and Naz Reid is going to be crashing the glass for the offensive rebound. And I like my odds in that battle against Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic if I've got Julius Randle and Naz Reid. So Mike Conley shoots it. You can see the guys are ready for the rebound. They don't need it because Mike Conley makes the shot. This time, coming away in transition. Rudy Gobert, by the way, did a great job on defense. He blocks LeBron there. Timberwolves are coming away in transition. 3-on-2 fast break. Instead of running the lane, they send two guys to the corners. You've got Naz Reid hitting the corner there. You've got Anthony Edwards hitting the corner there. These two defenders are compromised. Lets it fly, and it's okay because Rudy is coming down the lane to get the rebound if this shot misses as well. So usually I'd be mad at these shots, but because the Timberwolves are overwhelming them in size, the shots are going down. But even if they don't go down, you know, you've got the safety net of a 7-foot player or a Julius Randle or Naz Reid ready to get the offensive board. Here, turnover for Luka Doncic. Okay, I think this is insane to take this shot. However, look at the bigs of the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're going to be crashing hard to the glass. So Mike Conley feels like he's got the freedom. By the way, shout out to Rudy Gobert. He's already trying to box out two players right here, and Julius Randle is trying to box out LeBron. Mike Conley shoots it, and he scores it. And that's how the Timberwolves really took apart the Lakers. They used their size advantage to collapse the defense, get into the paint. They took advantage of mismatches. They forced double teams. And most importantly, they got out there and they ran in transition. For the Lakers, this is going to be a very tough series if Jackson Hayes can't stay on the floor more than 8 minutes in the game. They really need a rim-protecting presence. Going small ball against this team, they're not afraid of it because even though the Lakers go small, the Timberwolves still play with more pace. That's another breakdown. Subscribe to the channel. More breakdowns coming all playoffs long. Appreciate you guys. See you in the next one. Get buckets.